Welcome back to the channel, my YouTube family. How are you doing today? We are back with more Division 2 tips, and what I thought today we would do is take a deep dive into the crafting system in this game, explain how to activate it, where to find it, how it works. Hope it's going to be useful. Let's do it! Okay, so let's start with the basics, the very basics. How do you activate the crafting system or the crafting bench in this game? Well, it's very, very simple. You'll have to have opened up the theater settlement in the game. That's the first thing, and then you will have to have completed the first progress bar in the settlement, which is called resilience. You'll see there's resilience, cooperative, etc., etc. So you need to work through the resilience process, and basically what you have to do is you have to complete a couple of projects. You can see Project Outfit, Hunting Party, Project Salvager Crew, and then you have to do 3 side missions, which is the Rooftop Garden side mission, MLK Library Community, and O'Day Tech Office. Once you've done all of that, you will unlock the first tier of the settlement, which rewards you with Inaya Al-Kahia, and I probably butchered that name, so apologies for that. And that sends her off on her journey and opens up the crafting, and I'll show you where to find her in a second. If you're unsure exactly how to do the projects at this point, say you're brand new and you've kind of just come to this point in the game, there is a lady right here that says projects, view projects, and you'll see there's a number of projects that you have to work through here. Now, these projects are very important, and we'll touch on these in a little bit. Okay, so once you have finished that first tier of the settlement, you need to come over to the White House, to the base operations. Now, I've moved to my other account because I have a whole lot of stuff on this account that I don't have on my my playthrough account. So that's why I've changed a little. So once you get to the base operations, straight through the main door, straight past the quartermaster, and then hook a left, and the crafting station is going to be right here. There you go, and you'll see Inaya Al-Kahio is sitting right there. Now, one of the things that you might not realize straight away is if you walk up there, she actually has some buying options there. A whole lot of stuff that you can buy, blueprints. Now, this will vary depending on what part of the game you're in, and so just be aware of that. But that's a lot of these are blueprints for your skills, as you can see here, and I've bought a few, but you can also find other things like there are gloves there, a marksman mag, etc., etc. So be aware that you can actually buy things from her during your playthrough, but don't be surprised if there's nothing there. So that's the first thing. The second thing is to open the crafting station. You just go and walk towards it and open it up. Now, this is kind of sort of how it will look for you when you open it up, and this will change as you go through the game, because you'll be able to upgrade this bench as you go through the game, from the kind of common gear types, weapons, mods, etc., right through to high-end stuff. Now, I'm in World Tier 3 at the moment on this account, so you'll see up at the top there, current bench power score 269 to 292. Now, I need to upgrade that, but I think I probably need some printer filament to upgrade it to the next level. So I need to go and find that in a while. But essentially what you've got is weapon upgrades, mods, and miscellaneous. and then all the gear, so backpack, mask, chest, gloves, holster, and then optimization comes a little bit later in the game. And if you're only new to the game, I wouldn't worry about the optimization just at this point. Now you'll see with this menu there, for me it's indicating a whole lot of numbers there, 15 to 70, 32 to 85, etc. So that basically alludes to the fact, and we'll click into weapons to show you what this means, but that basically says that I only have 15 blueprints available for me to craft of a possible 70. And when you go in here, you can see there's a whole lot of blueprints that are open, and then there's a whole lot of blueprints that have a lock on them, which I haven't found yet or haven't got access to at this point. So you'll only be able to craft the blueprints you currently have. So let's take a step back. You're probably now saying, well, where do I get blueprints from? Well, there's a number of places you can get blueprints from. Let's go back across to the theater settlement and we'll show you where you can easily get blueprints from, and then I'll expand on it. Okay, so one of the places to get blueprints in the game, of course, is by doing settlement projects. And you'll see here that we have 4 projects available, and there's blueprint for the vertical grip, a muzzle brake 5.56, a USC 45 ACP replica gun, and the last one doesn't have them. So that's one place where you will be able to get blueprints by just playing the game, completing the tasks that are required. And you'll see, for instance, with this first goal project, all you have to do is donate some polycarbonate, donate some gloves, and then complete propaganda objective. The second one, obviously, same kind of thing. And then the third one is the same. So just go through, work through those projects, complete all the objectives, and then you'll be rewarded with the blueprint. The other places you're going to get blueprints is obviously by doing the main missions, doing the side missions, capturing control points, sorting out disputes, and basically just general looting. You will come across some of these blueprints. So whole way of getting these blueprints just by playing the game, which is kind of nice. I'm sure there are very specific blueprints that you can get in very specific places, and I may do some guides on that in the future, but at this point we're just going to keep it fairly high level. That's how you get your blueprints. So let's go back to the White House now, and I'll talk you through how to utilize those blueprints. Okay, so you have your blueprints. How can we craft them, and what can we craft? Okay, so we'll hop back into the bench here, and you'll see down the bottom there it has select, upgrade bench, and then show resources. So it's important that we talk about resources before we do anything. So if you have a look at the resources, there's a whole lot of stuff there. There's base materials, there's standard materials, superior, high-end, exotic materials, etc. So depending on the level of item that you're crafting, you're going to need some of these different materials. Now, luckily for you, it will tell you exactly what you need. And let's just hop into a weapon, for instance. You see you've got the black market AKM replica. And you can see on the right hand side there, it'll tell you that you need 417 e-credits, 20 steel, 15 carbon fiber, and 36 receiver components. You can see in the green is how many we have, and in the white is what you require to craft the item. Okay, so it will also tell you if you scroll down what mods are actually on the different parts of the gear. So this is going to change depending on what you're crafting. It will have attributes and all kinds of stuff. So where do you get the crafting components? I guess that's the first question that you have. Well, basically go out into the environment, and just loot your socks off, and you'll get a lot of these resources out there as you're playing the game. Make sure you're looting everything. The other place that you can get resources, of course, is with the items that you pick up. So if I look in my inventory right now, I've got an M1928. I can actually deconstruct this, which I'll do for you. And you can see that has given me receiver components. Now, different guns are going to give you different levels of components. You see polycarbonate, receiver components. The other way, the one that I really struggled with, I wasn't sure where to get it, was printer filament. And you get printer filament by either deconstructing your gear system mods, which you'll find here, like that. You know, printer filament, or you deconstruct these skill attachment mods. And I've been selling these, so I need to make sure that I'm not selling these and that I'm actually deconstructing them, so that I can get enough printer filament to upgrade the bench. So to upgrade your bench, hop in, you'll see it'll prompt you to say upgrade bench available. You've got enough components, just check on that left hand side that you've got enough, hit the upgrade bit, and you are good to go. And you can see my bench power has changed to 319 to 342, and what that basically means is that all the items that I now have will be in that range of gear score between 319 and 342 when I craft them. And that doesn't matter whether that's weapons, gear, whatever it might be, attachments, the whole lot will be at that level. Components. And then once you've got your crafting components, it's very, very simple. You just go in, you find what you want to craft, and you craft your life away. And you can see I've got a whole lot of options here as attachments that I've found or earned or whatever that that I can craft. Obviously, if they have a lock on them, you can't craft them, but you will get a fairly substantial amount of things to craft once you've been playing the game for a while. And it's very, very simple to craft. Make sure that you've got the components required on left hand side there, sorry, the right hand side there. If you have, you hit the craft button, and there you go. You now have the gun. And I can show you now, if I back right at, hop into my inventory, that crafted item is right there. There you go. And that's as simple as it is, guys. Hopefully that's been useful today. Understanding the crafting bench, it isn't that difficult, but there are a few kind of nuances that you need to kind of know about to be able to get this to work. And hopefully that's all been covered. It's been great bringing these guides to you. If this is being useful to you and you're appreciating it, let me know down in the comments. If there's anything that you want me to cover next, also let me know down in the comments. A like rating's always appreciated, because it really does help the channel a lot. And if you're not subscribed and you want to keep up with everything The Division or Division 2, make sure you've hit that big red button and put the bell notification on. Thanks for joining us. We'll catch you next time on Gaming for XP. Oh, see ya.